Hello, Paul Stryer here. How you doing today? As you can see, I'm out at my favorite park and I'm where I normally go running, but today I'm just taking a walk and thought I would do a video from my favorite park because it is an amazing day out. It's mid-winter here. It should be in the 30s, but right now it's like 70 degrees out. It's amazing. I love global warming. Anyways, I wanted to talk about being overwhelmed. So let's talk about that. Most of my clients and most of my prospective clients, they come to me and they're overwhelmed from the second that they meet me. And that's a very scary feeling for most of them. A lot of people are out of work now because of COVID. A lot of people have no income. They're trying to figure out how to make income. Some people just hate their jobs. Some people are in the wrong career. Some people aren't making enough money to make ends meet. And with that being said, they're overwhelmed because they're trying to start an online business, but they've never done an online business before. They've just completely submerged themselves in trying to learn how. They go from course to course, they go from webinar to webinar, and they go from challenge to challenge, and they find all these crazy gurus on the internet, and these gurus fill their heads with all these promises of things that they should be able to do on the internet, like you're gonna make $150,000 in your first week, and you're gonna drive this Ferrari like mine in my driveway here, and look at my big mansion. Well, most of those guys don't have any of that stuff. They rented the Ferrari and they rented the mansion for the day, or they're at an open house for a mansion and they just took some videos and made it look like it was theirs. Most of these guys don't have that stuff. So don't let that kind of stuff scare you or overwhelm you or make you feel like you should be doing that. There's no way to make fast money on the internet. You just have to work hard and be consistent. So you find a passion that you really love, and once you find that passion, usually I tell my coaching clients to find something they're passionate about, such as a hobby. Like a few people that I've helped are yoga instructors. A few people are people that do knitting. I have another one that's doing a class on domestic violence. I have another one that's doing one on travel. So these are things that these people love and have as hobbies, and they enjoy it. If you do something because you think it'll make money, you're going to fail because you're not passionate about it, and you're not going to be able to sustain the energy needed to make it in this business if you pick something that you're not passionate about or don't know a lot about. If you pick a hobby that you're really good at or a skill from your career that you're really good at, you'll find that you'll do really good at it, and you know it. You don't have to think about it. It's something that just comes right out of your head. And then you don't have to research it. Of course, you'll probably want to do research and learn more and more and more and become better and better and better. But you should know it inside and out. And don't worry about thinking, there's this thing called imposter syndrome. And when you think about imposter syndrome, which is basically you telling yourself that you're not good enough. Why would somebody want to buy a course or a book or, read my stuff or, buy my products online? I'm just not good enough. I'm just nobody. And that's imposter syndrome. Don't let that get to you, because if you know a hobby well, let's say you're into yoga and you're an instructor and you teach it every week or every day, and it's something you do and you love and you're passionate about it and you do it yourself, or if you meditate and you want to teach meditation, those are great things. So that might be a hobby, or it might be something you're doing as a side hustle and making money on, but it's something you love. You know it. You know how to do it. You don't have to think about it. And as long as you know a fraction of a percent more than your prospective students, you're an expert and you know more than them. As long as you stay ahead of them, you're good to go. So most of my clients come to me when they first get to me and they say, I'm just freaking overwhelmed. I don't know what to do. I've been to all these courses. I'm trying to build a funnel and I don't even know what my product is yet. I haven't even built my product and I'm trying to build a funnel to market it because everybody tells me I should pre-sell it and I should market it and do everything before I even have a product. And that's good for people that have done a few classes. I don't think that's good for beginners. Beginners just don't have the capacity yet because there's so much knowledge that needs to be done. There's just, there's a million things that it takes to build a course or an online business. There's, you've got to, name your course and come up with a name that people are going to love and understand and remember. You have to come up with keywords in your name so that Google loves you. And then you have to come up with You have to come up with your framework, the outline of your business, or the outline of your course. So, and that's not easy when you're doing it the first time. And if you don't know all the different pieces that it takes to put a course together, you're going to be overwhelmed with technology. A lot of people come to me and they're trying to build a blog and they've never built a blog before, and they're trying to build this blog and start building a fan base, which is good, but they don't even know how to do it. And they're just really freaking out over that. At the same time, they're trying to figure out how to make professional videos with their phone, and all of them look bad and they're scared to talk on the phone and in the camera. So there's all these pieces, and then you got to learn how to edit all the videos. And then you got to learn how to build a learning management system and put all of your videos and all of your PDFs and all of your stuff that you're going to give your clients. You have to put it into a learning management system, and then you have to set up a credit card system so you can take people's credit cards and charge them. There's a lot of pieces. It's really easy if you have a coach that can teach you how to do that. It's really easy. It really is not that hard. And so, and people come to me and they're trying to do all this at once. They're trying to learn it all at once. They're freaked out. And that is overwhelmedness. That is a word that I've appropriated. Like I said, overwhelmedness is a thing, and you're just overwhelmed to the max. What I'm going to tell you right now is, if you want to start an online business, whether it's an online course business or an e-commerce business or an affiliate business, whatever, you just need to calm your mind. Just relax, take a deep breath, and I'm giving you permission to not know everything. You don't have to know everything to get this started. You just need to have access to a coach or a course that is easy enough to follow, that gives you everything that you need to do. And yes, I'm getting ready to tell you about my course for sake of transparency, but don't let that scare you. There's plenty of other people. If you don't pick me, that's fine, but you need to learn to calm your mind and just relax and just tell yourself it's okay not to know everything. You don't have to know everything right now. If you take a little piece here and a little piece here, and you keep progressing and you keep progressing and you keep progressing, you'll get better and better, and you'll progress through the process of actually creating your content or your online course or your online affiliate program or whatever it is you're trying to create online. You just need to find that right person. Don't look for those make money fast gurus. They're not going to teach you anything but take your money. You need to find someone that's an actual coach that cares about you and will actually take time to work with you. And coaches that do things like give you a once a week one-to-many call so that everybody can ask their questions and talk, and you can learn from the other students' questions. Those are the kind of things that real coaches give their students, because they're not scared to get into a Zoom call with their students because they know the subject inside and out. I can teach you this stuff inside and out. So if you want to build an online course and an online business that is profitable, you need the right coach and the right training. And if you get that, you will make it to the end and actually have a profitable online business. So again, just get yourself calmed down and uber focused. The next thing we'll do is we'll make a plan and work the plan. If you have this plan in place, that will give you the steps necessary so you don't have to think about it. You put a plan in place, you plan it out before you do anything. Once everything is planned, you just start following your plan and you work the plan. You don't think about it, you just work it. So the first thing is to build a name for my class. Okay, I'm gonna go do that. And tomorrow when that's finished, I'm gonna look at my plan and say, it says to now make an outline. So I'm gonna spend a couple of days making an outline and researching my course and trying to figure out what it is that I wanna present to my students. Like if I'm you trying to build a course, I need to build an outline, which is really like a table of contents of a book. It's really module 1, lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, module 2, lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, so on and so forth. So again, if you're doing a class on, like, let's say sewing, you would want to have, module 1 be the introduction. And then module 2 might be creating pants. So we're gonna build a pair of pants today. So lesson 1 is I need a template or a pattern. Lesson 2 will be, okay, now that I have my pattern, I need to know all my supplies, make a supply list, and then go buy all the supplies. Lesson 3 is I get home and I cut the pattern out from the fabric that I bought at the supply store. Lesson 4 is sewing. And then module 3 might be making a shirt. And then lesson 1 would be the same as lesson 1 in module 2. You need a pattern. So you pick a pattern, you buy a pattern, you get a pattern. Then you got to make a list of your products you need and supplies and go buy the supplies for lesson 2. And then lesson 3, you got to cut the pattern out. And lesson 4, you got to sew it together. So again, lesson 4 might be making a dress. And again, it's very easy. Pattern, supplies, cut out the pattern, frames. And you do that for every single one of the modules. And now you've got like 8 different things you can make. And you have 8 different modules with 4 or 5 lessons in each one. And boom, you're ready to go. You record those on a video of you doing those things. Put those videos up into your learning management system and boom, you're done. You're selling products on the internet. And I'll tell you what, sewing's a big topic and a lot of people would love to learn to sew their own clothes. So that would be a good topic for somebody to actually, make for their business. With that being said, let me tell you about my course. My course is creating, publishing, and promoting online courses for beginners. It's not just a course, it's course plus coaching. You get me helping you create these courses of whatever it is you want to create. A yoga course, a knitting course, a domestic violence course, a travel course, a nursing course, whatever course you want to build that you think you're an expert at, and also you have a passion for, because if you have a passion for it, you're going to succeed. As long as you're consistent and have a passion and have fun, you're going to succeed. So my course is not only a course, which has over 40 videos in it. Don't let that scare you. They're very simple, very easy, step-by-step videos. But you also get a lot of PDFs and helpful supplies and documents that go along with it. And you get me. You'll get a 1-hour free coaching call with me to help you get started with your course. And then you're going to get access to my exclusive community, which is a private community for only my students and clients, where you can ask questions 24/7, and either one of my students that have already been in there or me will answer it as quickly as we can. And then once a week, you'll get to come to the one-to-many Zoom call. And that is a coaching call that allows you to ask any questions you want, and all my students will ask their questions as well. And you'll get to hear those questions that my other students are asking, and you'll be able to learn from them. And maybe they asked a question that you were thinking but were scared to ask. Well, now you've got the answer to it, right? So you'll have this question and answer Zoom once a week. You answer your questions, and then you come back a week later, and if you have more questions, you ask more. But you know what's super cool? In this meeting, it's not just question and answer. It's accountability. We do accountability in this once a week, one-to-many Zoom. So when we get in there, when it's your time to ask a question, I'm going to ask you, what have you done this week on your list of things to do? And we're going to compare it to what you said the previous week. And if you say I didn't do it, we're going to embarrass you. Okay, we're going to be kind about it, but we'll embarrass you and you'll feel embarrassed. And then we'll help you get through what you need to get through to get past those points. And then you're going to give me a list of what you're going to do next week. And when you come back the next week, I'm going to ask you what you did in the list. And if you didn't do it, we're going to, gently as we can, try to get you to, speed up your process and keep going. And you'll have a family of people that are there to help you and support you and cheer you on. Because even if there's somebody in the group doing the exact same course as you are, we're not in competition, because there's so much room on the internet to build any course out there. And you know what? If there's other courses doing what you're doing, that's actually a good thing, because that means there's a market for those particular courses. So again, what you want to do is calm your mind if you're overwhelmed. If there's too much tech, too many things to learn, you've gotten yourself in front of way too many gurus with courses and webinars, and you're just overwhelmed, you're trying to make a funnel, you haven't even made your class, you don't even know what your class is going to be about or even have an outline, you're already trying to sell it, and you can do that. And it's easy to do if you've built a couple of classes and you understand the process. But if you don't understand the process, it's hard to do it the first time. It can be done. I've had a few students do it on the very first time, sell their course. I had one guy sell over 100 of his course at $100 a pop. You do the math, that's pretty good money. So he did that. He didn't even have a class yet. And I've had a few others do it as well. Not quite as big as he did, but I've had a few do it. It's not easy as a beginner, but if you calm your mind, you can do it. Don't stress out. Don't worry about all the things you don't know. I'm giving you permission right now to not worry about the things you don't know. You will know them. And if you work with me, and if you buy my course, I guarantee you, you will get it, you will know it, and you will be able to build your course. So that being said, I look forward to seeing you on the inside of my course and in our weekly Zoom meetings and in our exclusive group. Anyways, have a great rest of 2020, and I hope you have an incredible 2021. And again, I look forward to seeing you on the inside. Cheers.